With us right here live on The Splash, we have Cheok, owner of Sunyata Yoga, a certified yoga instructor, personal trainer, and nutritionist. Thank you so much for being here, Erica. Just to kind of get into it, let's just start off with what inspired you to incorporate Sunyata Yoga into the partnership with Keego Harbor Parks and Rec.
Yes. So about last year, I reached out to the Parks and Rec, inquiring if they would be interested in having yoga in the park there for the community. Um, as I get to know the community in Keego, I've been living here for about 14 years. Through my daughter being in the elementary school,
Mm.
I get a lot of people asking me, "What do you do?" And then when I tell them I'm a yoga instructor, they're like, "Oh, I really want to do yoga." I'm like, "Oh, why don't I just put it in the park here and have my neighbors just come and join me for a yoga class?"
Nice, nice. Okay, so I want to kind of get in this. What can you share about what participants can expect from this Yoga in the Park series and how it benefits the community?
Yes. So what to expect is the class that I provide is very beginner friendly.
Okay.
So the assumption is that most of the people that are coming to the classes, they've never done yoga before or they've
Mm-hmm.
done it once or twice in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to just kind of provide a class that also gives them a very broad layout of what to expect if they were to go take a class somewhere else. It also goes into how to safely participate in a yoga class, what to inform your instructor about when you go to a yoga class,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that.
Yes. Okay, so that's good. So it's good to know that you keep it open to beginner friendly. It's no one that, feels too experienced, that feels like, this isn't for me, or someone who hasn't done it at all that feel like they're not ready for it. This is great for everyone to kind of learn together. And with us right here on the Splash Live, Cheok, owner of Sunyata Yoga and hosting Yoga in the Park, Keego Harbor, Rose Sorter Park. So with you also incorporating Buddhist mindfulness practices into your yoga, how do you feel like that actually benefits residents and participants also?
It really helps to stay in the present. So a lot of time, sorry, a lot of times people will kind of be thinking about what they're going to do after yoga class when they're
Mm,
participating in it, and it keeps them staying focused on the sensations of their bodies, to not see their body in a too negative or too positive light, just
right.
kind of allowing them to stay present, noticing the sensations, and staying in a mind frame that doesn't allow them to kind of spiral in a certain direction.
Okay. Okay. I can understand that. I can see that. So a lot of people, instead of thinking about, right after this, I got to pick up the kids or whatever the case, or I got to go to work, I got to finish this project. You just try to keep them right there. Focus on what's going on, mindfulness, and kind of, release the clutter of the mind.
Mhm.
I can completely understand that. So with the residents and participants that show up within the community, what challenges do you see they often face in trying to participate in the yoga in the park series, and how do you address those challenges?
I do notice that a lot of the participants are a bit older, and so they have a lot of apprehension for like balancing postures,
Mm,
or that kind of uncertainty with their body, that they've never done this before and
right.
they're afraid to hurt themselves. And I provide hands-on assistance in the classes, so I make sure that they all feel very safe. In fact, we practice in the gazebo in Rose Sorter, so there's a little railing around it so they can easily just tap onto that for the balancing
Yeah.
poses. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's very much a group of people who definitely know that they want to be there, but they are having a bit of coming out of their comfort zone to come
Right.
to class. And by the end of class, they're feeling very relaxed. They're feeling more confident, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, and that's the first step too. Just showing up. Let's just talk about that. Like the greatest ability is availability. If you're available to even be there, that just lets us know that you're putting a step forward in that physical activity and trying to get right. And then the rest is, that's why we have a professional like yourself. So thank you for even explaining that. With us right here on the Splash Live, owner of Sunyata Yoga, Erica Cheok, talking about yoga in the park, the series at Rose Sorter Park, Keego Harbor. With you also being a nutritionist, certification nutritionist, how does that influence your yoga and training practices also?
That helps to more with my personal training, helping people to just kind of, again, mindfully be aware of what they're putting into their body, perhaps the cues that their bodies are giving them
Okay.
to, say, drink more water, or maybe they need to go see their doctor about vitamin imbalances and things like that.
Okay. So I can see that. Yeah, it's two separate things, but I mean, with you being the source for all of that information, if someone is interested at during yoga and they want to take it a step further, they can probably incorporate, or I should say, inquire with you about their nutritional diet also and personal training. So it's good to have you as a resource for all of that all in once. What do you hope participants gain from joining your class, and how are you personally measuring success?
I hope that the people who come gain more self-confidence. They gain a deeper appreciation of what their body can currently do in this moment. And I hope that and I have noticed that they come out feeling more peaceful. They feel more balanced mentally, not just physically. There is this almost like a wave of everything's okay after a yoga class.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I try to meditate often, so the how you feel when everything's just and then with the body too, feeling good, and then starting your day, I understand it. So how are you measuring success from this event, this series?
I usually receive a lot of feedback like immediately after. And then I do have, since we only do this at the last Saturday of the month, we've only had two so far.
Hmm.
And I've had repeats coming back and saying, oh, I loved it. I had to come back. I had to make sure that I moved some stuff in my schedule so I could
Oh
do this
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's success right there. Yeah, when people word of mouth first and foremost is one form, but then when people repeat customers, repeat clients, that's another
Mhm.
way of definitely showing how effective your work is. We appreciate your time, Erica. Last before I let you go, future plans for Sunyata Yoga or just yoga in the park in general?
Well, I would love to continue to do the yoga in the park,
Hmm.
as long as weather is permitting. Hopefully, starting it up next year as well.
Hmm.
At Sunyata Yoga, we offer more of a semi-private class, so we're going to be adding more in the fall. Right now, summer vacation, I have two littles, so it's a little bit hard to get that going right now. But we have more classes planned for fall that will hopefully help to balance out the other classes that we have right now for people.
Absolutely. And if anyone is interested in yoga in the park, how could they get in contact?
You can find me on Facebook at Erica L. Chiak, and then also Sunyata Yoga. I
Hmm.
have also sunyatayoga.org, which is my website, and that will lead you to all of the fun information about yoga, blogs, and all that kind of stuff.
Nice, fun. Thank you so much again for your time, your information, and for getting the community out doing some physical activity. Owner of Sunyata Yoga, Erica Cheok, talking about yoga in the park at Keego Harbor. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.